Okay, guys, it is New Year's Eve, and wow, what a year this has been 2023. It's been actually marvelous for me, an amazing year. I've got a hell of a lot to celebrate tonight, and I don't usually celebrate in the typical way where people go out and get drunk and party and scream and hug their way into the new year. Many years ago I gave that up, and I decided what I'm going to celebrate instead is my actual achievements that I make throughout the year. And I don't find it a good way to come into a brand new year with all of these new aspirations and goals that are set to be able to attain them by this time again next year, hungover or feeling drunk or crap. Like, I don't think that's a great way to start new goals and new aspirations, let alone a brand new year with the big goals. You know, we get all the new year, new me goals happening at this time of year, and actually there's a massive failure rate when it comes to these goals. I think it's something like 78%, like a huge failure rate, these new year, new me goals, right? Now, I usually typically like to start brand new big projects in December before New Year's comes, right? So I'm not really one who sets these new year, new me goals. I tend to think that if you really want something like enough, you're going to start it at any time, even if it's a hard time, like at the end of the year. I've got two of my daughters have a birthday at this time of year. I've got four children that I need to get presents for and all of that stuff. I've got parties to set up, so many things going on, and that's why in December I start all of my biggest projects, right? Because I think if this is so important to me, I'm going to start it when it's hard, not when it's easy. But sometimes that doesn't always work out for people, right? And I think if you're going to start, or if you're going to celebrate tonight, you really need to consider what have you achieved over the past year worthy of celebration. This is something that you truly have to ask yourself, or you should ask yourself. You don't have to do anything. If you're happy with living your life, whether it's at a high level or you're at a mediocre level, depending on how you see yourself, society will judge no matter what, right? But society also has a standard. So really where you see yourself in society only matters to you internally, but society will still have a standard. So if you're happy with being like mediocre in the standard of society, then there's no need for you to really sit here and consider what have I achieved over the past year worthy of this celebration tonight. But if you're somebody who understands that you would love to be on a higher level, then you should absolutely stop for a moment and consider and ask yourself, why am I even celebrating? Am I celebrating out of habit because everyone does it on New Year? Am I celebrating because I got 2 weeks off work, off the 9 to 5 job that I hate? What is there to truly celebrate over that, right? I can have a holiday at any time of year, and that's not to boast, guys. I used to be homeless. I used to eat out of garbage bins, right? I understand what it's like to be on the other side of things, on the other side of the fence, on the extreme side. But I do have things to celebrate. I've moved the needle. I've worked hard and done things that people would hate to do throughout this past year, and I've overcome so many obstacles and so many hurdles. So if anyone should be going out getting blind drunk tonight, falling over, hugging everyone and saying, "I love you, man, new year, new me" thing, it's me, right? But I'm different when it comes to that sort of stuff. I refuse to wake up tomorrow hungover and start this brand new year feeling like shit. I think it's the stupidest thing that you could possibly do, because especially if you have big goals and aspirations, you should be starting it, on the top of your game. But, not everyone, it's not for everyone. You got to have some fun in life and do these things. I have parties at other times of the year, I don't need to do it at New Year's Eve. I just like to spend some family time at New Year's Eve. However, if you are going to go out and party and all this stuff tonight, and you aren't happy with being mediocre on a societal standard, then seriously sit there and ask yourself, what do I truly have to celebrate tonight? And if I'm going to do this, what can I do next year throughout the entire course of the year? 365 days you have to move the needle in your life. What are you going to do so next year you can sit here and reflect on that same question and say, holy shit, I've done it. I truly deserve this celebration tonight. I spent 365 days moving the needle slowly every single day, and I have arrived, right? Then you can truly celebrate. I would say take the first step right now. If you're somebody who's not happy with your position, right, take the first step right now and jump on our sale. We have a New Year's sale on. I didn't even tell you guys that at the start of the video, but I decided to open up a New Year's Eve sale right now for people just like you who are sitting here right now and listening to this video and decided to actually take it on board and reflect over your year and truly think about what have you done to get yourself into a position that you want to be in if you aren't already currently there, right? So what this sale entails is you jump on right now today. I'm closing it at midnight. When everyone's celebrating and hugging, I'm closing the sale. It's over, right? Because at that point, you've gone past the point of no return for the new year, new me, goals and stuff that you set yourself. I challenge you to make a commitment to yourself right now, right? Rather than tomorrow feel crap, the next day feel crap, the next day starting to feel better, the next day going, right, now it's time to start challenging myself to achieve my goals. I wrote them all down last month in December, and now it's time. How about do it right now? So you actually have something to celebrate. Take the first step today, right now, so you have something to celebrate tonight. You actually moved the needle. Maybe for the first time this year, this whole year, you took the biggest step yet to moving the needle to be able to achieve all of your hopes, dreams, goals, and ambitions. So guys, that's why I decided to open this sale today. It's a straight sale. We're just offering a whole bunch of value on top of our product, our coaching product in the public domain publishing sector. And there's no discounts, there's none of that nonsense, right? What's going to happen is you can jump into the program right now at the full price, and you can sort of get a discount because you'll have 2 weeks to bring someone else into the program with you and split the bill and go hard with them. So you would have to pay today, right? But if you bring someone else into the program, you can work out with them. They can give you half the cost or whatever, so they can get in at half price and you got in at half price. So that's a phenomenal thing, right? We're going to give you 2 weeks to do that. You can make the decision right now, purchase the program, and then find someone to split the cost with, okay, over the next 2 weeks. Like I said, you'll have to pay today, and you'll have to figure out with them how to split that bill with them down the track. But we will take on 2 students for the price of 1 if you purchase today. You will get, again, our 5 fully formatted public domain books in the best. These are best sellers inside of my account, so you can fully hit the ground running, right? You can jump into the program, bring a friend, get it at half price, get 5 best sellers, right, that have been selling consistently tens of thousands of dollars for me for many years now. I'm handing them to you, ready to publish, covers created, manuscripts created, all the editing done, everything done, ready to publish. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, right? I'm not going to bore you with it all. I'm sure you want to get into the celebrations. So you can click somewhere around this video, you can read more about what's involved in this sale, and you can take the step. You can take the step right now. You can choose right now. How are you going to approach the next year? The same way you've always approached it? Are you going to find yourself again the year after, thinking, why haven't I moved the needle? Why? Pointing fingers, maybe doing all of this stuff? Or are you going to move the needle? And are you going to take the first step right now so you truly have something to celebrate tonight? If you do, I will respect you immensely. And inside of our coaching program, it's daily. You have full access to us all the time, right? Daily coaching. You're going to have something to be truly proud of, and you're going to build a business that is truly passive income that can create generational wealth, right? You're going to have the best in the industry doing this for over a decade behind you, all of our assets, all of our resources, all of our course, all of our knowledge, all of our support, all of our coaching. This is something you can be proud of when you hit that link around the video. All right, guys, Happy New Year.